Are you guys familiar with Dune?
Yes.
Yes.
I know I've never actually watched or read it, but I know about it.
Okay. Amazing story. Frank Herbert. It's sci-fi classic novel. They did it in I think it was 84 or 85. They made a movie about it, long movie, but really good. This movie has been the kind of remake of it has been in like development hell for years and years and years, and finally this past year really we've gotten a lot of traction on it. It's going to be coming out in November of 2020, so next year. Big news. Well, Denis Villeneuve is directing it. He did Arrival and Blade Runner 2049. And I don't know if you guys saw my video on Akira. Taika Waititi is supposed to be the director for it, but I think Denis Villeneuve would be really good for Akira. But news that came out, I mean, it seemed like for a while they're like every week, every other day, we were getting like major cast. We get Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin, Zendaya, Dave Bautista, Javier Bardem, Stellan Skarsgård, like that huge cast. Everybody's in it. And we have Hans Zimmer doing the score.
Yeah.
Along with Denis Villeneuve as the director. That's just a setup for success right there. I mean, that's just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this one sounds epic. Like, I mean, and you got to think about it. Like the first, like the Dune that we all know is Dune. That had so many people in it too. If you go back and watch that thing, there were so many people in that movie. You know, so I like that they're kind of filling this one out the same way.
I think that the thing with that one, and I like I said, I've never seen it. I know it came out when I was younger. I just never got a chance to see it, but I think that one of the things with it is that, this is one of those kind of movies that, they made it back in the 80s and it just wasn't, it just wasn't the right time for something like that. Even though, like you could do it and make it look cool, cool enough as it was for the time. But now with the technology being what it is, you can really, show Dune the way it's supposed to be. Like kind of like, even though, and the original Blade Runner still holds up and it still looks really good. But 2049, it wasn't as good as the original Blade Runner, but visually it was incredible. Like I mean, I it may not have been as good as the original, but it was solid. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. And a lot of those same elements, like the big billboards and stuff, the neon aspect of it in the city, a lot of that is also in Neo Tokyo. So that was kind of one of my things about like if he could get it visually there, it would match over here as well with Akira.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Akira, just if you've been an anime fan, and especially if you've loved Akira, from the get-go, I mean, because you look back on that movie, I mean, my God, like that thing. It was in 1988 it came out, and even in 88 it was just like it was so impressive for the time. And it's just like, I mean, if you buy like if you're able to get it on a Blu-ray, it's just, I mean, it's as impressive now as it was then, just upscaled it and put into like just that really crisp, nice new format that works on all our new technology. But it's just like if you've been a fan of it, I mean, we've been teased so many times with it. It's just like, I mean, I can't tell you how many times. I mean, and I don't know if you highlighted it in the video specifically to say, this many times it's been, rumored to be coming, but I mean, literally, it's like so many times rumored to come out, rumored this, rumored that we have this, we've gotten this far, no,
I did.
So it's just like, and I mean, it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
2002.
So I mean, for everybody, I would say like this. If you haven't seen it now, I'm gonna go ahead and check that out too, just because, I really am interested to see, to hear all the information having to deal with it. But I mean, the history behind, getting a live action Akira is pretty crazy too, just because I mean, it came out on cartoon format and they wanted to do live action almost from the get-go with it. There's like, this would make an awesome on-screen, live action movie, but they just could never get it done. So I really have, I mean, I would love to see it actually come to fruition, just because, I mean, it's been so long and so many different like rumors and stories and just, disappointments when it's just like, they have this going, this is what they had. Nope, done. I mean, everybody talks about, like the Gambit movies in development. Hell no, Akira's been in development. I mean, I don't even know what you would call it. development hell? Like, I mean,
Yep.
what's something? I mean, it's been in like the development negative zone, phantom zone, purgatory, hell, everything. It's been everywhere but where it should be, which is out into the public. So
It started in 2002, multiple iterations, maybe half a dozen directors have gone through it at least. Multiple iterations. They've been talking about doing it as a two-part movie, deciding whether it's going to be the anime or pull from the manga, which is a much bigger, broader story, right?
Yep.
The movie, the anime, takes the first part of the manga and the last part of it and kind of puts something in the middle. There's a little mashup there. But yeah, so many directors have gone through it. They had a bunch of people. There was a time, I think it was around 08, when they were really close to having the deal done.
Yeah.
The problem with it, and what I said in my video, one of the central stories there would have been whitewashing because of the people they were looking at, like Keira Knightley, bunch of these guys that wouldn't be good as Kaneda or Tetsuo.
Yeah, I want to say at one point, I think,
and they were talking about doing it as Neo Manhattan versus Neo Tokyo. Yeah.
I remember that, and I remember they had at one point, and this might have just been a rumor, but I remember hearing it as like Leonardo DiCaprio was thought to be as attached to it, or they wanted to get him to play, I think, Kaneda and all the rest of it. And there's just like, but I remember Neo Manhattan. I remember hearing that vividly, and I was like, you can't do that. Just, I mean, you have to shelve that. Like, please don't, or if you do it, don't call it Akira. Call it something else. Call it Billy. Don't you dare call that Akira.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tease my video. Watch the video. There's some really good reasons why it should be Neo Tokyo versus anywhere else. And I outlined it there. So it should be Neo Tokyo. It actually got really close. They had a production studio set up in Vancouver, and they were all ready to go. And it came down to kind of this narrative with the whitewashing, but also the budgeting was a huge issue. Like, to do this right, you need a huge budget.
Oh yeah,
I would say a good 200 million. Warner wanted to do it for about 90 million, and they just could. They ended up just shutting it down right now. But they fired it up recently, past couple years. And Taika Waititi is the one who's on to direct it at this point. So we'll see.
I'm trying to think who. Like, I'm not sure exactly which company initially put it out, but I'm trying to think like who. I mean, because you did the video and everything, who actually has the rights to try to make that?
It's Warner Brothers.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say because I mean,
well, they have a deal with oh shoot, I want to say Legendary Pictures.
All right, I was gonna say
it's like a co-production deal they have.
Yeah, because if they were able to, I'll put it this way: if they were able to put some, like if Disney was able to put some money into it, I mean,
no, it's not Disney. Yeah,
I mean that would have been crazy, but it's just one of those things. I mean, I think that they can do it well because it's not going to be. I think that having at least Taika Waititi attached to it is a very, very good sign, and I'm hoping that really this is able to get off the ground and finally I can see my live action Akira.
Right, exactly. We're all waiting for that.